Good afternoon, YouTube. So with today's video, I'm going to give you 5 great fragrances to add a bit of a pep to your step. Now, fragrance number 1 is going to be a niche. This is going to be a combination of both niche and designer, but first one is going to be bond number 9, Coney Island. Now, depending on who you ask, they'll say this is niche, while some other people say that this is just high-level designer. Whatever. You know what? This is a hate or love fragrance. Now, when I first smelled this back in 2015, I loved the opening. Never just go by the opening, because it's the dry down that really truly matters. Because as the dry down did proceed, like 8 years ago, I'm like, what the hell is this? This is rank. It stinks. It's the musk in this. Now, I had to revisit it like maybe 2 years ago, back in 2021. I'm like, okay, this I actually like. I gave it a fair chance. I did give it a few wearings back in like many years ago, but as I started to wear it a little bit more, just to revisit, I'm like, okay, this is not so bad. This does have a lot of musk, but it also has like sweet notes of like caramel. It's got dark chocolate. It's got melon, guava, tequila, some sandalwood, some C notes, I believe. And what this fragrance is supposed to be like is going to be a salty margarita. It does have that margarita vibe. I really truly like it. Now you are gonna get the lime, you're gonna get the guava, you're gonna get that C notes, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of dark chocolate, definitely, most certainly the musk, but you're also gonna get a little bit of tequila. You know, this is a great casual fragrance. There's nothing work friendly about this unless you work at Coney Island itself, or you work at some sort of fun place. If you work in like the hospitality, all right, but if you work in like blue collar or white collar, no. Now, if you work in blue collar, I could maybe see this a little bit more, but if this is a fragrance that does help you get through your day, then sure. White collar, there's nothing professional about this. I find that if you wear this to work, people are gonna judge you, all right? This is just a feel-good scent that when it's hot, this will just radiate and bounce off your skin. Longevity for a freshie is solid as well. It ranges anywhere from 8 to 10 hours. Fragrance number 2 is going to be Barbados Artisan. Now, if you like citruses, like not your typical citruses of like bergamot, lemon, or grapefruit, but of clementine, but also tangerine, this is one that you're probably going to love. There are other notes of lavender that does freshen it up. There's some orange blossom that gives it a little bit of a clean white floral, and I gotta admit, it does feminine up a little bit. There's some musk, of course, some sandalwood, but also some ginger to zing it up, just to energize it a little bit. This is just incredibly relaxing. Now again, when it's really hot, this is just gonna radiate off your skin. Like, just add that pep to your step, all right? You could wear this to school, and believe it or not, you can actually wear this to work. It's just a clean, aromatic, fresh scent with some white florals, and that's pretty much it. The white florals do kind of like feminine up just a little bit, but guys, this is not like a feminine scent. I do think, however, that even though that it's marketed towards the guys, that it can be a unisex scent. Oh my lord. Now, the problem with this one here is going to be the longevity. I myself get anywhere from 3 to 6 hours, generally 4 to 5, but a lot of people say that they get no more than 2 to 3. So just reapply as the day goes by, but also if you just want, just test it out. You know, just get a sample, a decant if you can, but this one here is most certainly just going to energize you and leave that pep to your step. Fragrance number 2, let's go with a high-end designer, which is not really something that I really go for, because this brand is, I don't really have a lot of fragrances in my collection when it comes to Dior, but that's going to be Dior Sport, the original. A couple years ago, or maybe many years ago, I said that this is the 2012. It's actually not. I had to really like look into it, and it's not. This here has ginger. The ginger really just energizes it. That is what's going to add that pep to your step. A little bit of like step to that swagger. It's going to make you feel really good. But there's also like lavender, sandalwood. There's also going to be different citruses of lemon, grapefruit, and bergamot. There's going to be a little bit of elemi. And myself, I get a little bit of like a powdery iris. Now, iris is not a listed note, but I get that a little powdery iris in this. You know, this is just a phenomenal fragrance. It does have a little bit of a sporty vibe in some ways, but at the same time, it's a bit of a classy summer scent. You could wear this like this, you could wear it with a white t-shirt and jeans, but you could also wear this with a suit and tie, believe it or not. I truly think that you can wear this with a suit and tie. Even though that it is a sports fragrance, yes, there is that sporty feel, but it's a classy sort of freshy. A longevity is solid, ranges anywhere from 7 to 8 hours. Fragrance number 4, let's go back to a niche brand, and that's going to be Atelier Cologne's Mandarin Glacial. Now this stuff here, oh my lord. When it's really hot like it is today, it's actually Sunday and it's like 35 degrees Celsius, that's about like 95 degrees Fahrenheit. Trust me, it's a hot day. Like, I was actually out with Manny Cascade Scents earlier, and whew, boy, like I need a shower, I really do. So after this video, I'm gonna have to shower up, but this does make you feel refreshed. It just makes you feel energized because there is that ginger, of course, there's different citruses, there's some petitgreen, a little bit of jasmine, a little bit of like oak moss, and I believe vetiver or ambergris. I think it's vetiver though. But yeah, it's just warm, it's aromatic, it's very fresh, it's warm, spicy, and zingy because of that ginger. A little bit of white florals, not a whole lot, but just a little bit in the background, with a whole lot of citrus, a whole lot of mandarin. There is a little lemon and bergamot, but it's more mandarin than anything. The mandarin orange in this is just so incredibly juicy. So the mandarin and the ginger, what a combination. That is what's gonna add that pep to your step. So this can be worn casually, could be worn to school, but if you're a student, you know, you're probably coming from a bit of a snooty family who has money. But you can also wear this to work. Longevity, 4 to 5 hours. And last but not least, this is a bit of a cheapie, but it's not exactly cheap. It used to be a lot more cheaper, but it's still affordable. And that's gonna be Burberry's Mr. Burberry Indigo. So with this one here, you're gonna get lemon, grapefruit, there's a little bit of bergamot or something like that. Like there's a third citrus. There is rosemary that does add a little bit of an herbal touch in the opening. And there's definitely a lot, and I mean a lot, of green herbal mint. The mint in this, whoa, that is what's gonna add that pep to your step. This is a feel-good scent. It's casual, but you can wear it to school and work, but for me, this is just like this. You know, I'm laid back, I'm chilling, I wanna wear something to smell good, and that's gonna help me get through the day when it's really hot. There's also some tea, a little bit of sage, so you know, it's extra green. There's also some watery notes. There's some violet to add a little bit of a powdery touch. There is also some amber and I believe some vetiver. So it's very aromatic, very green, citrusy with a little bit of watery notes. Not a whole lot of aquatics in this one here, but maybe just a smidge with like a powdery violet. So if you like mint fragrances, this is one you're definitely gonna have to look into. Longevity is gonna be about 5 to 6 hours. And guys, that's it. That is 5 fragrances that are gonna leave a bit of a pep to your step. Now, any reviews that I've done on these, they will all be down in the description box below. And because this is a summer list, why don't you check out right here? And if you like this very video, please leave me one of these. Thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.